Now, I've been using the Grit X2 Pro for the last 2 months, and in this time I've used it for many runs as well as hikes in some very remote locations. And one of the things that's come in really handy is the offline maps as well as the turn-by-turn navigation feature on this watch. And in this video, I'll show you how to download the regional maps for your specific area, as well as transfer GPX and TCX routes for any route that you want to run, hike, mountain bike, trail run, or simply just walk on. Now, there's 3 main methods that you can use to transfer maps or TCX routes onto the Grit X2 Pro. One of them is a free method and the other 2 require subscription to a third-party service. Before we jump into any of those methods, you need to make sure that you've got the offline map for your specific area downloaded onto your Grit X2 Pro. So for example, on my watch, I've got North America, Great Britain, Ireland, Spain, as well as Andorra. But for example, if I was traveling to Australia, or if you live in Australia, I would first need to download the regional map for Australia onto the Grit X2 Pro. Now, to do this, you need to first log into the Polar Flow web version. I'll leave the link in the description below. Click on your profile, then download maps, and then pick the region you want to download. Then connect your Grit X2 Pro to your computer using the charging cable and transfer the downloaded map to the watch. Now, once this is transferred, disconnect the watch and the newly downloaded map should be available on your watch. Now, if you're struggling to transfer any of the files to your Polar Grit X2 Pro, make sure that you download something known as Quick Share for Windows if you're using a Windows laptop or PC. And if you're using a MacBook, make sure you download and install OpenMTP first. Right, so let's start off with the first method to download your offline route to the Grit X2 Pro. And this requires you to have a GPX or a TCX file for your specific route. And you can get this for free from various websites available. I personally use a website called plotterroute.com. I'll leave a link in the description below, which may help you. I'm not affiliated to them by any means. It's just something I use on an occasional basis. So it might help you if you're looking for a specific route that you can't find anywhere else. Now, once you've downloaded the route you want, open up Polar Webflow in your internet browser and click on the favorite star icon in the top right corner, and then click on the import button. And now you can drag and drop the GPX or the TCX file right here. Pick the type of activity from this drop down, and that's the route now added to your Polar Flow routes. Next, open the Polar Flow app on your phone, go into the menu in the top left, scroll down and select favorites. And you should now see the newly added route there once your app is refreshed and synchronized. Now, on the watch itself, sync it to the app and head over to the activity, press the settings icon at the top, scroll down and pick routes. And now you should see the route that you just downloaded all on the offline map on the watch, along with the elevation profile. And you can also add drinks as well as carbs reminders if you wanted to. Okay, so that's the free method out of the way. Now, the second option to do this is by using Strava, but this also requires you to have a monthly subscription to Strava. On the flip side, this does present some more convenience than the first method, and it also gives you way more options. Now, to get all sorts of offline routes for different types of activities you want to do using the Grit X2 Pro, head over to the Polar Flow app first to connect your Polar Flow account with Strava. Press on the menu button in the top left, favorites, and here you'll see Strava. Press connect, confirm, and then scroll down on the page that opens up. Hit connect with Strava and then OK on the next page. Now log into your Strava account or create one from here if you don't have one already, and then you can authorize Polar Flow to connect to Strava. Now, all your saved Strava routes, if you have any from before, will start showing up into the Polar Flow app's routes section. But if you wanted to get a new route that isn't already saved in your Strava account, head over to the Strava app on your phone or on the website. I'll just use the app here as an example. Press maps and then pick an activity type and then a route in your designated area. And then press the save button for that route and make sure that this button for sync to supported device is checked. Hit save in the top right corner and this route will now automatically be added to your Polar Flow account. Now all you need to do is synchronize the Grit X2 Pro to your phone, head over to the activity like we did in the first method, routes, and you will now see the route available there to use. Right, the third method that I wanted to show you is using Komoot, and this again, like Strava, requires a monthly subscription to the specific area that you want your routes and maps for. Now, to use Komoot routes on the Grit X2 Pro, open up the Polar Flow app and go into the favorites section, press connect where you see the Komoot logo, press confirm, scroll down on the next page and hit the green Komoot button. Press OK and now log into your Komoot account or create a new one right from this page. Now, once you've done that, grant access to connect your Komoot account to your Polar Flow account. And now all your saved Komoot routes will automatically import into the Polar Flow account just like you did on Strava. But if you wanted to get a new route that isn't already saved in your Komoot account, head over to the Komoot app on your phone or on the website. I'll again use the Komoot app on my phone as an example. Press routes and then pick an activity type, then a route, then press save for that route, and this route will automatically be imported into the Polar Flow app. Now all you need to do is sync the Grit X2 Pro to your phone like we did before. Head over to the activity that you want to do, routes, and you should now see the new Komoot route available on the Grit X2 Pro. Okay, so those are the three main methods of downloading routes and maps for offline navigation using your Polar Grit X2 Pro. Now, if you found this video helpful in any shape or form, don't be shy from smashing that like button so I can reach out to more Polar Grit X2 Pro users just like you. And if you're a new viewer, don't be shy from smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my next wearable tech review, experiments, as well as tutorials just like this. See you in the next one.